Yeah. Have to get to the menus quickly because otherwise, if I don't, the, well, Twitch will actually mute the, mute the stream for a few minutes. Alright, so I gotta send out the link, you know the deal. I've been having, like, a little bit of a bad, angry day. Like, I'll get into that later if y'all want me to, if you really want me to. Because, I mean, I can be a salty salmon about this. I always notice that it's like, whenever I get to this part in the game, I've had a bad day. And like, I mean, I guess I'll be able to vent my frustrations via using this quest to get my horse back. Give me back my horse. Yeah, it went real bad. Like, if you want me to talk about it, I can. Because, like, this was the worst interview I ever had in my whole life. Let me tell you that for free. Yeah. Like, do you want me to go into detail? Because I can.
You've given the Grievers something to cry about. Well done. Now then, let's deal.
Oh, hello. Because, like, it wasn't just like a regular bad interview. Oh no, it's not going to. Like I was saying, it's not just like a normal bad interview where it's just like, I feel like I bombed that. No. The interview wasn't bad because of me. It was bad because of the person interviewing me. Because, like, first thing that happened when I got to the place I was supposed to be interviewing at was, right, so I had a flare-up of Crohn's disease. And for those unaware, yeah, I've got it. I was diagnosed at 15. It was awful. But yeah, this was at a pharmacy place. And the dude that I was interviewing with was apparently the pharmacist. I found out later his degree was from this university of like bunk science. AKA he was not licensed. And it was more of like a essential oils type deal. Yeah, essentially. Not even just mail order. Like, religious mail order. Though, like, there are some religious schools that are okay. I'm not going into specifics here because I don't want to dox him. Like, he might have been an awful piece of shit human being, but I don't want to dox him. And, like, I think probably one of the worst bits was that there were, like, mortars and pestles everywhere. And to me, like, if you're a pharmacy and you have to put mortars and pestles all over the place, that tells me you're trying to LARP as an actual pharmacy. And that you're not an actual, you know, pharmacy. Using chronospheres. Chronospheres hold the power to slow down time. Use crossplay to activate chronospheres at a distance. Slow time to avoid danger or gain access to solve puzzles. But yeah, to me, if you have to put that many, something tells me you're overcompensating. And that, like, it seems like they really could have benefited from having Baba Yaga's mortar and pestle, but there's no way in hell she would part with it. So, like, can you hear me well enough over the gunshot sounds? Because I can turn the sounds down if it helps. Okay, good. Right. So, after this massive Crohn's flare, I was able to have the interview. I apparently snuck up on the dude because he was talking to someone else. So I just waited, like, directly behind him. I had to clear my throat because apparently he didn't notice all 5 feet and 6 inches of me walking in. When I'm not really that conspicuous. I was dressed in mostly black, but I did have on, like, a neon green tank top. Not exactly inconspicuous. And I rolled a nat 20 on stealth. And he rolled a 1 on perception. But, yeah, when he led me back into his office, he asked how I was doing, and I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. I mean, I could be better because I just had a massive Crohn's disease flare-up. I said, right, so you have that. Yeah, so what are you doing for that? Like, I'm taking a specific drug that, my doctor prescribed to me. Well, you see, it's an autoimmune condition, and you could have blah, 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 blah. It's like, yeah, I know. Like, how long have you been dealing with it? Since I was 14 to 15? And then he goes on to continue trying to explain what autoimmune means. And it's just like, I hate using this phrase because it sounds really made up and like I want to reason a bitch, but he was totally doing the stereotype mansplaining thing. Because it's a dude trying to explain to me my own condition that I have been living with for almost 10 years. Yeah. And what he was really trying to do was essentially to sell me his stuff. And he was just talking down to me the whole time. Especially when he brought up leaky gut. That's when I knew this place was no good. Not anymore. Yeah, and for those who don't know, leaky gut is something that is actually passed around in a lot of pseudoscience circles, especially anti-vax circles. And it's just like, you need to be taking these supplements. It's like, yeah, I'm already taking supplements. I've been taking supplements for years. Oh, well, clearly you're not taking the right supplements. Let me show you the way. Full-grown woman who knows her own body better than I do. And he was actually convinced that I should stop listening to my gastroenterologist. You know, the person who has seen my insides. And that's essentially the final straw. It's like, yeah, except I don't have holes in them. When we checked, there were no holes. And my guts were actually healing.
What? See anything you like?
Yeah, if it was the way they would describe it, I'd be dead. But, like, this dude, like, he has some very discriminatory hiring practices, as in he does not hire men at all. And there have actually been some serious accusations from previous employees of sexual harassment. And just the fact that this dude was just, like, talking down to me, that he viewed me as not being as smart, was like, you know what? I'm not going to work for somebody who doesn't recognize me as an intelligent person. So it's like, and I'd had like some bad feelings about this place, like instinctual bad gut feeling about it. Like, this does not seem like a good place. And like, I was so mad. Honestly, he seems a little like somebody who would subscribe to fucking Goop. The Gwyneth Paltrow health website. The quote-unquote health website. Because, everything sold there is pseudoscience and bullshit. Ooh, there's another enhancement over there. I need to get it. Oh right, her newest candle, the one that's like, this smells like my vagina. I don't know why anyone would own that. Are they like trying to brag? When like... It's like, you smell this candle? It smells good? This is how my vagina smells. Oh god. Oh no, that's horrible. smells like wet shoes. But yeah, like, that was my day. I mean, I've got another interview lined up for Friday, so hey ho, I mean, at the very least, I'm just hoping that the people that I'm interviewing with next don't try to, like, belittle talking down to me. Because to me, that just says that the business practice is not ethical. Oh shit. I apparently didn't press the jump button quickly enough. Right, so I'm gonna jump back over here. Alrighty. I don't know why I did that. I have to hurry, because the Gormaws, those mouths, they open back up. And it's not good, because they'll eat you and... or rather, they'll just put war in their mouth, and they'll try to eat him. Man, like, the moving and jumping controls are very different than the ones that they used later in Genesis, and I honestly preferred those because, like in the second game, they had a button where you could lean away from things. And you wouldn't have to use the direction on your, controller. And I know where a lot of these things are, because I'm awesome. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to, like, a non-day. Oh yeah, and also my dad just went in for, like, COVID testing. Because he's been feeling kind of sick the last couple of days.
What would you ask of this humble merchant?
Yep. Oh boy, and this is the part of the game where it becomes Tremors. Yeah, that thing looks like a graboid, doesn't it? Okay, so what I gotta do is... I gotta actually, like, activate the chronosphere and then run like hell over here through the ashes. Because that isn't sand.
Samael wasn't kidding about those worms, and the Stygian's supposed to be the mean one.
I don't know what the Shai Huldud, or Hulud is. Yeah, that's ash. It's ashes of the dead. Presumably humans. I've never seen Dune. Just laying it out there. Never seen it. Oh, hello. Yeah, your friend just said that. Something else I appreciate about the later games, the soundtrack is a little bit more varied. Whereas this one just has like the same soundtrack for like every fight. Okay. All I know about Dune is like fear is the mind killer. As far as I know, Look, the only stuff I know about it is from like Game Grumps, where they mentioned it once. Okay. And that apparently is based on a book. Oh, is it? Which Star Wars? Because there's been like 9 of them. The original? Like, A New Hope? Oh, A New Hope, so episode 4, the best one. Well, one of the best ones. So honestly, in my opinion, episode 5 was probably my favorite. Whereas, like, A New Hope was alright. However, Empire was the different one. Okay. Okay. I mean, that works. Even though Luke was first a disciple and then an apostle. Oh, like the Sarlacc? So that was like Return of the Jedi. It was the 6th one. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. Though it does make me wonder where they came up with a name like Rey. Oh, shit. Oh yeah, and I remember seeing on Twitter somebody saying that they just watched Avatar: The Last Airbender for the first time, and they've really liked it because, and I quote, they just feel like they're trying to fill a void left by Harry Potter. It's just like, no, stop it. Oh, fuck. I love how often this guy just like kneecaps these dudes. And the second they touch the sand, they're dead. Not sand, ashes. I mean, now they're gonna have a new nickname. Whoa, shit. Well, I mean, I am playing on an easier difficulty, so... But like, Genesis, when I beat it, was on normal mode. And I did okay. Plus, isn't this, like, on Steam right now for $5? The, like, PC version of it, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not that great. But yeah, this one's like hack and slash. And the common thing I've seen people compare this to, okay, is Zelda but more badass. Wow, it moves way faster than it ever did on Switch. Which, that's the first way I actually played this. It's on Switch. Nintendo. I love how this guy just like lets me do the thing. He's just like, oh, you want to turn that handle? Okay, I'll wait to kick your ass after you do that. Like we could beat him if we all ganged up on him if we all ganged up on him at once. But fair's fair. That and I just really like seeing his moves. So good at beating us one-on-one. Goodbye. Hello. Oh, I didn't send you careening over the edge. Oh, shit. Whew. Good save. I'm convinced that if I didn't make it, that not the Stygian, excuse me, the ash worm would just eat me. Oh, great, it's a battle room. Yeah, that was a close call. Good thing about War, he's got fucking Blade Geyser on lock. Good, best thing about Chaos Eater, it can become multiple swords when you stick it in the ground. Like, I love this man a lot. Oh shit. Yeah, that's a wrath ability. Oh. You're still not dead. And I'm caught on fire. Sorry, I just had to pop my neck. Ah. And that's the fun part of these chronosphere puzzles. You get to move at normal speed, but everything else is slow. Whee! I feel like this game is very cathartic. Like, when I'm having a bad day. Yeah, that's what's happening. Ah, shit, okay. Shit. Okay, I keep getting knocked over. But, yeah. So I just spent a lot of the early part talking about the worst job interview of my entire professional career. Yep, that's what's happening. I'm slowing down time. Yeah, I just needed to clear my nose. Because I've got a bit of the sniffles. Shit. No, let go. Or seriously, let go. Fuck. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna let go. But like, my entire professional career, I have never had an interviewer that, like, sexist. I mean, you'd have to, like, really fuck up to get me that upset. It's not like the outright I hate women sort of misogyny. It's more like the I think you are not good. What is SQL? Yeah. Ah, structured query language. I don't know what that really means, but okay. But like the, it's like, yeah, it's the you're dumb and I don't respect you kind of bad interview. Just because he thinks I'm young and inexperienced. Which I am, just to be safe. Just to be clear. Well, I'm just that type that I read out acronyms as just the letters. Unless they form an actual word. Like, for example, Books-A-Million has their acronym of BAM or BAM. Though the people I'm around usually don't know the acronyms. So I have to elaborate on what I'm actually talking about. Divid. For a DVD. What's a divid? It's funny that a lot of our, like, choices about forms of media happen because of, like, porn. And no, that's not hyperbole. The reason why we moved over to, like, VHS tapes, porn. Reason we moved over to Blu-rays. Born again. Then like like if y'all haven't seen like Internet Historian recently, he's not been uploading on his main channel because he lost the password, but he found the reset button, so that's what he's been doing. He's been uploading on his second channel, his incognito channel. And it's been, honestly, very funny to watch. Like, where he and his friend actually do... Like, he and one of his friends did a thing about architecture. And another one more recently about monsters. A little bit. But he also talked about, like, he also talked about, architecture, like, this building made by a dude named Frank Gehry. And how it essentially was like a death ray, because it was made out of metal, glass, and concrete. And was built in such a way that it would refract, sunbeams into like a single concentrated like death ray that would move over cars and actually cause like heat damage and sort of like melt the rubber and plastic. No, it's a building in Australia. And it would like melt the material off of bike seats. And there's actually a similar death ray building in London. It was called the Walkie-Talkie Building because of the way it was shaped. And it's since stopped being a bit of a death ray because awnings were added. And like, I could have sworn that Internet Historian was not Australian. I thought he was New Zealand. I was wrong. And I thought this not for like any accent reason. I thought it was because he had said something once about being in New Zealand. And apparently no. I need this. Don't even ask me why. I need it. It's mine. On my way to 6 health stones. Woo! So, like, doing this game again reminds me there's, like, a phrase I wanted to, like, essentially use as, like, a thing in my, like, outro. Until I found out what it meant. I wanted it to be, like, an affirmation. Or, like, a we are united sort of thing. Strength in numbers, strength in unity. Then I found out it meant for the Horde. Should we be the Horde or something? I don't know. Don't ask me these things. I don't plan them ahead. The phrase is Kel Duran. Like, would y'all like that or no?
this fool's life.
The what must die? Excuse me? Well, I mean, it's not just you, Steve. It's everyone in my audience. But, like, I remember, like, I had to look back in my sketchbooks from when I was, like, 18, 19. Apparently I liked to pride myself on the fact I wasn't that nice. Or that I could be, like, a total bitch if I wanted to be. That's, like, a thing I still say. Like, oh, don't you worry. I can flip my bitch switch whenever I want. But generally I'm a bit too, I don't know, I guess, concerned with what other people think to, really let myself be that bad. Yeah. But, like, I guess I'm just, like, at this point in my life, I'm not too fussed with niceness. I'm more fussed with being kind, which does not always mean nice. See, like, it's kind to just kill them, rather than draw it out. Which is why I'm trying to make it go fast. But, like, having to look at things like Unus Annus, it's just like, man, I miss being around friends. Yeah, I think the same thing. I also wish I hadn't, like, messed around in other majors because, like, I ended up hating them. Either because I had bad teachers, or just because I didn't like it. Like, more recently with medicine, when it was, like, first starting out, it's just like, this is really interesting, but I don't think I want this to be my career. Like, I have always wanted to be a teacher. Specifically, I wanted to be a history teacher. Because history's fun. I don't know, it's just like I always kind of wanted to be a historian or something. Because that always struck me as a really fascinating and interesting career. Because, man, if only internet historian hadn't been around, I could be an internet historian. Because, like, the things that happen on the internet are fantastically bizarre. Yeah, like, I've been around for a lot of these things, so it's just like, oh yeah, I remember that. Like, I would love to be become, like, a primary source for some things. Which dude from Buffy? I never watched Buffy, I'm sorry. Oh. I never watched Buffy, so he could be awesome or he could be a piece of shit. I don't know. But like recently they made essentially a monster internet historian and another YouTuber named Ordinary Things. They had this really long conversation about monsters. And they decided to make one. And they named it Mento. It's just like, I gotta describe it verbally. So these two huge teeth, like tusks, jutting out from his lower jaw. Like, essentially a mustache made out of teeth. And, one eye. Like a bear head and body. Well, no, it's closer to just like a bear head. With like spikes, I guess. Like really spiky fur. And, bear nose and everything. And he wears a suit. Oh shit, I died. Oh well. Alright, let's try this again. Please tell me he didn't break one of them. Okay, good. I just needed to gauge where he was better. My mistake. That's the first time I've actually ever died in this section. Wow. So, alright. Just for the body, puts him in a suit like Slender Man. And they give him they give him spider legs, like Daddy Long Legs legs. And like he eats humans. But he does it with like a knife and a fork. And one of his powers is that he'll hypnotize you with his gigantic eye, and you will get on his plate and he'll eat you without complaint. And he's like an out-of-work actor. So what he'll do is like he'll hang out in theaters, and apparently his only weakness is Coca-Cola. Oh god, that was close. Well, now that I know where it is, and I can get to the platform before he gets on me. Now I gotta be really careful about these last couple. I have to wait until he gets further away. Okay, now I'm gonna go. So, yeah, that's one of the things he does. His only weakness is Coca-Cola. They're like, okay, so the stage manager is like, alright, so fire exits are here and here, and if you hear the alarm, line up outside. And also carry Coca-Cola on you at all times because Mento is a problem and he will eat your organs. But like, thing is, every time he eats somebody, he thinks it's like a play. I did it! Yay! I can't believe I spent this long talking about Mento. But like, last time I played this part, I talked about Silent Hill. Maybe it's because I was utterly alone and nobody else was there. But I thought it'd be appropriate to go on this long tangent about, like, quick turns. Like, I wish this dude had a 180 quick turn. Can't tell you how much of a benefit it would be for him to have a 180 quick turn.
He comes!
Die! But like, none of his siblings do either. But like, if they had a human as like a main playable character, that should be like a benefit. 180 quick turn and strafe. Is that the only intimidating thing you can think of to say? No matter how much you wish it, it's not coming true, buddy. Fracture cannon. Launches serrated shards that embed into surfaces and explode when triggered. Press the right trigger to fire a shard, and press the left trigger to detonate a shard. Yeah, I did. Did you not notice that I've been killing these other demons instantly by, like cutting off their legs at their knees? Like, just cutting off their legs at their kneecap. That's pretty brutal. I mean, like, if anyone's gonna cut off arms in this world, it's probably gonna be the guy who's already lost one. By the way, have I never mentioned how hard this man is to draw? Because he is so difficult to draw. Because of just like all of the really detailed bits of his armor. Like his, like the pauldron there, that's like the face. When I drew him, I must have like drawn and erased that stupid thing like 10 times. And even then, I still think I could have done better. Like, when I did draw him the first time, I had no references. Whereas later, when I did draw him again, like, more seriously, I had multiple references. Including the official art book. I was on a trip when I tried drawing him, so I didn't have the official art book. Oh, great. Nope, but thanks for asking. Like, no, but thank you for asking. Just to quote Jim Carrey's Robotnik, because that was probably one of my favorite bits of the Sonic movie. Like, I'm glad they fixed the design, I really am. Because, like, before I was relentlessly fucking dunking on it. And I just land daintily. Dude, you're not intimidating. Yes, because you're dead. Like, I make this look easy, because, I mean, it's easier difficulty. But times like these, it gets to be a bit of a chore. Or it's just like brutally busting up these people. Demons. Hello. You know, no matter how much you wish it, it's not coming true. My friend from Silent Hill won't allow it. Is that a request? Yeah, it's all because you're dead now.
Is that all?
One thing I was not expecting from that movie for children was how much gay fanfiction there is. Not even for, like, the main character, it's for Dr. Robotnik. And, like, Agent Stone, like, the fuck? They were barely in it. Or at least Agent Stone was barely in it. Robotnik himself, he was in it a little less. It's like that was something I was not expecting. But yeah, we talk about fun things here. Like how we once talked about how Caitlin Bennett shit herself at a frat party. And thinks people take her seriously. And then we find out, lo and behold, some people do take her serious. And she is like a trad woman, I guess. She's like the trad wife sort of type. But in all of her videos, she shows so much cleavage. Now, this is not to shame her at all, because, yeah, do what you want. But, like, if you're gonna be all trad about everything, I hope you're ready to embrace the fact that, way back when, your husband wouldn't have liked you putting out things that show any cleavage at all. Because he thinks that those boobies are only for him. Thing is, like, she's my age. If not the tiniest bit older. Since she's already 24. I'm not yet. Like, the less I have to talk about poopy pants, the better. Or no, I wanted to smash those crates. Okay. Into the arena we go. Oh, but where's the fun in that? Oh good, spectral horses. Remind me again, I don't have a horse. Yet. Or rather that y'all stole it from me. Give me back my horse, you fucking assholes.
His death will bring us glory. A feast for the world! A feast for the world!
Oh yeah, I have to keep an eye out for that field hazard. Okay, but like glory from whom? Oh wow. I actually haven't seen that before. That's cool. I like it. Alright, let me open up this chest here. Alright, time for chaos form. I'm guessing you probably didn't see this last time, Steve, since I never really busted it out much. I love how it just breaks its neck. Chaos Eater, level up. Yay! Was that your best? I hope not. Otherwise, I'm liable to be disappointed. That doesn't sound like a good sign. Hey, think you have something that doesn't belong to you.
Disappoint me, horseman. You look quite small from up here.
You can look me in the eye when I kill you.
Let's see how you fare, horseman. With only 2 legs to carry you.
Like I said, you have something that doesn't belong to you. That's my horse. I hate that I'm having to hurt my own horse, but dude, you're giving me no other choice here. It's only like this because you don't know how to do this. Clearly. And this is a side that shows, like, how honorable War actually is as a character. Kicks his foe with his weapon.
I give you a warrior's death.
I'm sure if War was actually going to die, he'd appreciate that. Yes, yes I do. Thank you. It's almost like I've played this a million times.
Fight well. I'll make this quick, but not please. I'll make this quick, but not.
Stop repeating yourself.
I'll make this quick. You honor me, horseman.
Yay! Ah! Ruin, stop it! No! Ruin, come on! Why are you acting like this? Stop. Shit, it's coming from somewhere. Ah, fuck. Okay. Come on, Ruin. Why are you doing this? Oh, here he is.
What do you think you're doing? That thing's lost its mind. Kill it!
Nah.
I said, finish it!
Ruin. I won't fight you.
You fool! I order you to break that knife!
And if I refuse, you'll kill me. I'll take my chances.
Did you smile a little bit there? I think he smiled a little bit.
Are you not entertained?
Did the Watcher just fucking quote Gladiator? Ruin. War and Ruin are reunited. Yay! While riding Ruin, sword attacks become very powerful. Press the left and right bumper together to summon or banish Ruin.
Oh, your little reunion brings a tear to my eye. Now can we go? That filthy beast might be your only hope of finding the stitch.
Don't you call my boy filthy? How dare you? Not that way. This way. I think. Yeah, it's this way. Oh good! It's back to where the worm was. That can't be good. It's gonna destroy all of these platforms. No, not that. Fuck.
Did you see that? There was something glowing in its mouth right before it turned you into kibble.
Yeah, I saw that, Watcher. Oh shit, oh fuck. Okay. Come on, horse.
You need to stay one step ahead of this thing, because I am not in the mood for picking your bone fragments out of its crap.
Ah, shit. Like, I can hate the Watcher, but still think it's funny. Okay. I hate you. You hate everything you stand for and everything that you are. But like right now I'm mostly just shooting the shit. Come on, Ruin, let's go!
You need to stay one step ahead of this thing.
Yeah, already done.
Well done. But that was only practice for the Stygian, the biggest and meanest of them all.
You don't say. Brilliant, what a tower of insight this one is. Where do I go? Oh, that one didn't get... That didn't get destroyed. Yay! Oh boy, more of this. What do you want, Watcher?
We ain't leaving here without the Stygian's heart. Keep looking.
I didn't... Why do you keep wanting to talk to me?
We ain't leaving here without
I
the
know.
Stygian's heart.
Shut
Keep
up.
looking.
You might be a little bit more annoying than Navi. And that ain't too high of a bar. Because Navi isn't the only annoying Zelda guide. Tattle's a little better. Like, Midna was the best company we ever had. But I think Fee was probably the most annoying guide I've ever had. I'm sorry, Skyward Sword stands. But I'm just not a big fan of fucking Skyward Sword. Because I wasn't the biggest fan of, like, Nintendo Wii waggle games. Like, where you waggle the remote around. As, like, a stand-in for good gameplay. Because, let's face it right now, swinging the Wii remote around isn't all it cracks up to be. There are some games where it makes a lot of sense. I mean, like, the swordplay is alright. But the rest of it's just, like, not even that impressive anymore. Because guess what? A lot of people, even when they played the Wii, were sitting down. And so it wouldn't have, like, the one-to-one swordplay feeling that Nintendo was probably expecting everyone to experience. Just laying it out there. No. There's more of that where it came. There's more where that came from. We just got a fresh shipment.
Is that all?
We just got the first edition shipped right in. Hopefully you like it. Oh boy, another trauma. There's like a never-ending supply of these things. You're really not all that impressive if there's so many of you.
Is that all?
There better not be any more up here or else, I swear to God. Yeah, this is the part that I dislike. I mean, like, at least the redirect the beams bit is, like, memey and kind of funny. Yeah, like, that's the biggest meme in this fandom, is the fact that Azrael just kept saying to redirect the beams constantly. Doesn't matter if you were doing that as he spoke. He would just tell you to do it, and it's just like, Azrael, we've been over this. Oh good, it's mostly these dudes. And me and Okami essentially made up a dude who's just like one of these guys. Phantom Guards they're called. And we named him Craig, and he works in accounting now. Anytime something goes bad, we just blame it on Craig. Craig the demon. I don't know why that tickles me so much, I just... it's just funny to me. And chat's pretty dead right now. Pardon me. I'm sleepy, I haven't had my Adderall today.
Please take your time. Take your time. You are as wise as you are powerful. You drive too hard a bargain, friend. What would you ask of this humble merchant?
I'm sad at the fact that I can't sell him anything. Which would make this a lot better. Oh, hello. Hi. How's it going? What's with the Dutch angles here? It's so weird.
So, that's the Stygian. Looks like they worked him over pretty good. Now, you just have to get in there and finish what they started.
What do they mean? Worked him over pretty good. I am confused and concerned. You know, just a little bit. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Man, that's brutal. Like, I don't care how many times I've seen that cutscene. The chain falling on their dude is just like, what? Man, that must be a really big heavy chain. Why is Ruin gone? Come on, Ruin, let's go.
Right, horseman. Do what you were born to do.
He wasn't exactly born, but whatever. Like, I have to wait until he comes up so I can start, like, slashing. Like, I have to set its mouth free. No, Ruin, turn around. Be a good boy and do what I say. There we go. Fix. Do you know what this reminds me of? Just a little bit. Like a tiny bit. It reminds me of Mulgira. Like if anyone's played Wind Waker or watched anyone else play it, the boss of the Wind Temple, Mulgira. That's who the Stygian reminds me of a little bit. Which isn't a bad thing. I like Mulgira. It's a very fun battle. With, another, like, flying sandworm. With, like, another sandworm-like creature. Where you get to use the hookshot in a very fun and creative new way. That and the fight theme is just, oh, it's so good. Yeah, sorry, I'll stop whistling. It's probably hurting someone's ears. Okay. But like that was essentially a bit of my open letter to anyone who says that Wind Waker is not a real Zelda game. Because of the cartoony art style, like Are you serious? Does that mean that, Breath of the Wild isn't a real Zelda? Because it's got a bit of a cartoony art style. Does that mean that Super Paper Mario is not a real Mario game because it's got a cartoony art style? Are those swords sticking out of its back? What is sticking out of the Stygian's, like the back of the Stygian's head? And his back. Because it looks like a bunch of like cast iron metal poles. Oh god. Whoa. Ooh. Brutal.
Well, I guess there's nothing left to do but get the Stygian's heart back to Samael. Still, all these hearts, the power he'll get from them. I hope you know what you're doing.
We don't have a choice, Watcher. I thought you of all people would remember this. Heart of the Chosen. Samael requires this item of powerful arcane energy to unlock access to the Black Throne. Another life stone. This arcane stone increases War's maximum health. Yay! Alrighty, so let's get this back to Samael. It's a shame Okami couldn't be here. Because it's always fun when she's here.
Bravo, horseman. Even the ash-crawling Stygian lies dead in your wake. Who can stand against you?
Scalding Gallow, please. Thank you. 2 for Scalding Gallow. Alrighty. Alright, so let's get this heart to Samael. Oh right, I've got a... Right, I've got a horse I can ride. Screw you losers. I'm riding my horse.
Here comes!
Oh, gross.
One more. Just one more. And then more. You get your tower. Silitha's web-infested lair is far across the great chasm in the Ashlands. Ruin has yet to regain much of his strength, but he will make the distance. As for Silitha, just get there, and she'll find you.
Get out of my
The
personal
Brood
puzzle.
Mother is a collector of sorts. Most enter her realm. She feeds to her young, the one she takes an interest in. Ah, those are the unlucky ones. Those she keeps alive, and they can live a long time. Long enough to tell her things. You could say she collects stories, information.
What stories will she tell me about you, Samael?
Careful, or your ending will be a tragic one. Sometimes the hero dies in the end. But horseman, I like stories that have a happy ending. Now bring me the final heart.
Like when he says, like, but I like stories with a happy ending. Who here can imagine Samael just, like, sitting in his bed, cozy at night, with, like, a fucking teddy bear and, like, a cup of, like, chamomile tea and a, like, book of fairy tales that have happy endings just because that's what he likes. I don't know why that image is so entertaining to me, but it is. Like, I'm imagining this, like, really sort of, like, what you would imagine is, like, a cozy thing. Not necessarily demonic, but more like a sort of almost like a fairy tale thing. I don't know. I would, if I had the skill enough to draw it, I would. I might put up, like, a shitty doodle of it later, but this image just, it makes me smile a lot. It's like I'm just dumb. Pay me no mind. But I'm gonna read this. Soul Bridge. War can now access once dormant soul bridges. Charge ruin through their pillars to activate them. Yeah, there's only one soul bridge. And you only have to use it, like, twice. Alright, come on, horsey. Let's go. I bet you anything, Ruben hates it when you call him that. Alright, so I just go in here because it's safe. Anyway. I'm gonna pause it. Okay, so thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to drink plenty of water. Wash your hands. Please, please, please wear a face covering in public. Be kind to yourselves and to others. And I will see you next time. Probably tomorrow evening. Alright. So, I'll see you later. Bye-bye!